Welcome, everyone. I am Jeniza Chala.
And I am Cindy Nguyen. We are developers at Lone Star College Online, and we are excited to discuss and share our insights on the custom self-service forms created and tailored for our faculty to use. The purpose of creating this form is to empower faculty to undertake tasks without encountering the delay of submitting a request and depending on external parties such as the technologists and admins to finalize the process on their behalf. These forms increase efficiency by reducing the need for expensive back and forth with the support team and minimizing the volume of support tickets generated.
The first form we'll be exploring is the Add User form. The purpose of this form is to allow faculty to add other employees to their courses with a role of their choosing. Those added can observe, participate in instruction, or copy course content into their own courses. We've included walkthroughs of the forms to demonstrate their features. For the Add User form, the user begins by choosing the course to which they'd like to add a participant. By selecting a semester from the drop-down, their courses are filtered for easier selection. Once a course is selected, the second column is enabled. Here, the user can choose the individual to add and the role they'd like to grant them in the LMS. Users can be searched by their employee ID number, email, or username. Another option is to populate a list of instructors who teach similar courses. We provide knowledge-based articles for the end user to reference and determine what role fits their needs best. Once a role and user are selected, the final column allows the user to verify their choices before submitting. This form cannot be used to add anyone with the student role in the system. There are many roles to choose from that will allow different levels of access within the course. And by using the form to add a user, only the LMS is impacted, not the PeopleSoft.
The Extend Access form is used to grant students extended access in the LMS if they receive an incomplete in a course to complete their work. Beginning in the left column, the user chooses the course with the student that requires extended access. By selecting a semester from the drop-down, their courses are filtered for easier selection. Courses are further filtered by choosing either CR or CE for credit or continuing education. Once a course is selected, the user can proceed to the second column. In this column, the user selects a date for when the extended access should end. The user then populates the class list for the course and selects as many students as they desire. If any students have had their access extended, they will appear with a date by their name. Once a student and date have been selected, the final column allows the user to verify their choices before submitting. Students with already extended access can have access extended further. Using this form only impacts the LMS. PeopleSoft is not affected.
The withdrawn student reporting form allows an instructor to add a student that was withdrawn from a course with a restricted role in the LMS. This allows the instructor to retrieve the student's data, submissions, and class activity logs. For this form, the user begins choosing the course to which they'd like to re-add the student. By selecting a semester from the drop-down, their courses are filtered for easier selection. Once a course is selected, the next column becomes available. In this column, the user can search for the student by their username or ID number. Once a student has been selected from the list generated, the final column allows the user to verify their choices before submitting. The student is only added in the LMS, and this does not affect PeopleSoft. And the student does not have access to the course themselves with this restricted role.
This form allows the user to create a sandbox, an area where they can work on designing their course that is not visible to others and allows to the use of a test student. The test student feature allows instructor to experience the course from a student's perspective, enabling them to try quizzes and assignments in that role. Sandboxes are meant for a user's individual course development. Other people cannot be added to the sandbox. To fill out this form, the user simply inputs the title they desire for their sandbox and selects a date for it to be archived in the LMS. The title will start with sandbox first and last name, followed by the title input by the creator. The end date can be between the current day and any day within the next 5 years. Once the form is submitted, the user is automatically redirected to their new sandbox in the LMS.
This form allows the user to create a community group where they can share course content to be copied by other users in the LMS. The user that creates the community group is enrolled as a group manager with the ability to add and remove others. Similar to the sandbox form, in using this form, the user simply inputs the title that they desire for their community group and selects a date for it to be archived in the LMS. The title will start with community group followed by the title chosen by the user. The end date can be between the current date and any day within the next 5 years. Once the form is submitted, the user is automatically redirected to their new community group in the LMS.
The archive and restore form is used by instructors to either archive courses they no longer require or restore courses that were previously archived by the system. In the LMS, courses were kept for up to 7 years, 6 months after the end date of a course or sandbox. They are archived by the system and cannot be seen by faculty. With this form, faculty have the freedom to access their old course and content by restoring a course and archiving again when it is no longer needed. This is the most recent form we've created. Originally, there was a much simpler form with only input fields that submitted a ticket to the system to have a course manually archived or restored. The new form has reduced the number of tickets received by approximately 370 tickets per year. When interacting with this form, the user selects an option from the drop-down, which then filters their courses by semester. The list of available courses displays whether each course is currently archived or available in the LMS. To the very right of each row, a toggle switch appears with 2 options, restore or archive. By toggling the switch while it displays restore, the course or sandbox in the corresponding row will become available. Or by toggling the switch while it displays archive, the course or sandbox will become archived.
The merge form enables an instructor to combine multiple courses into one within the LMS. There are certain criteria that must be met to merge courses, such as being on the same subject, taught on the same campus, and occurring in the same semester for the same length of time. Courses that are merged using the form are only merged for the semester chosen. Other versions of the same course are not affected. When utilizing this form in the left column, the user chooses the course that they desire to be the primary course in the merge. The merged course will display the name and content from the primary course. All the content from the secondary courses are to be deleted. By selecting a semester from the drop-down, their courses are filtered for easier selection. Courses are further filtered by choosing either CR or CE for credit or continuing education. Once a course is selected, the second column is enabled. In this column, the user selects as many courses as they desire to be merged into the primary course. Once all courses have been selected, the final column allows the user to verify their choices before submitting. In a situation where the user cannot find the secondary course they desire to merge, there are 2 areas where it could appear. In the first, it's the Active tab located at the bottom of the form. If a course is compatible with the primary course selected but is marked active in the LMS, it can be deactivated within the form in this tab. The form will reload and allow the user to continue as normal to merge their courses. The second area is the non-matching tab, which is also at the bottom of the form. If a course is not compatible with the primary course selected, but the user believes that they should be allowed to merge, they can submit a ticket with the Report Issue button. A support ticket will then be generated and reviewed by the online team where they will work on the user's request. If the support team finds repeated requests for the same courses, a permanent change is made to the form to allow instructors to merge those courses themselves. If it is found that the request is a one-time exception, a manual merge is conducted by the support team and the form will not be altered.
The integration request form is usable by those with a role of a dean or higher who wish to request the integration of a new third-party product in the LMS. When submitted, the form creates a support ticket for the online team with the specific information needed to process the request. Information such as who the request is for, which could be a single type of course, an entire department, or a campus, the vendor's information, a brief description of the product, and the date by which they would prefer the request to be completed. Even with the date provided, the process could take up to 6 months once the form is submitted. This is one of the two forms that is not an automatic process and does not make changes to the LMS. This form is used by simply filling in all the required fields and submitting. Each field is required, and the form cannot be submitted while any of them are left blank. Once the form is submitted, the information will be forwarded to the proper team that begins work on the request.
The Quality Matters form is for use by those who wish to attend a Quality Matters workshop held either at LSC or another location. Just like the integration form, this form does not cause any changes to the LMS, but instead creates a support ticket for the online team with the specific information needed to process the request. Information such as the participant's name and email, the workshop name and any fees associated with it, and the budget code the user has for payment if the workshop requires a fee that must be paid by invoice. The form is used by filling in all the required fields and submitting the form. Each field is required and the form cannot be submitted while any are left blank. Each field also has specific requirements for the format of the input. Once the form is submitted, the information will be forwarded to the proper team that begins work on the request.
The forms leverage API and SOAP calls to retrieve information displayed to the user, such as lists of their courses and students enrolled in them. It also allows us to search for each user in the LMS for the add and withdrawn form. API and SOAP calls are used in the forms to communicate with the LMS to make changes, such as adding students, creating sandboxes, and archiving courses. In any form, the end user may encounter errors. These errors can be from having the incorrect credentials that do not pass authorization to allow access to the form, such as having a student role in the LMS, the system currently being updated, a second timeout, and a general submission error. When any of these issues occur, the user is redirected to any page displaying a message specific to their issue. Simultaneously, the user's information and selections are condensed into a single message for a support ticket that is then forwarded to the online team to investigate and resolve the issue. The forms are designed by utilizing HTML, CSS, and JavaScript languages. We have utilized ASP.NET, Ajax, and the newly designed forms for better user experience with responsive and familiar user interface elements.
LSC Online provides knowledge-based articles to offer guidance with clear steps, walkthroughs, important notes, and accessible information at any time. Each form has its own articles to assist the end user with step-by-step instructions and to answer any frequently asked questions. Additionally, faculty and staff can schedule an appointment with a technologist for hands-on assistance using any of the forms.
As we bring this presentation to an end, we encourage everyone to reflect on how to utilize the information we've shared to customize your own LMS experience. These 9 web forms have empowered our faculty and reduced the quantity of support tickets created that may cause a delay in their productivity. We are continuously working to enhance user experience, find ways to make the forms more intuitive and user-friendly, and explore ideas and build new forms for our faculty. Thank you.